Hey folks, Michael McGee here. In today's video, we are not going to be working up my hog down there. We're not going to be working up the ladies' hogs that the hog that they did. We're going to be working up a hog that we did not make a video of when we skinned it. But we are going to make a video cutting it up because we're going to do it in an unusual way. We're going to make all cuts out of this hog, and then for lunch, we're going to take strips of boneless pork ribs and we're going to fry them up. We did one test about a year or two ago, and we never revisited it. It's time to revisit it. It was excellent. Let's get this pig to the saw. Today, the saw is going to do 95% of the work. All we got to do is bone dust scrape and get it packaged. Let's do it. Got the pig at the saw. It's a little heavy. It does not look as heavy as it is. It's chunky, beefy, porky. I want you to watch how easy it is if you're going to make like shoulder roasts, ham roasts, and back roasts. How easy it is, just a few cuts. You won't believe this. Everything usually gets sped up on YouTube to make long stuff short. This here is going to be in real time. You're going to see how easy it is. Unbelievable. That's off the shanks. Alright, now we're cutting off the ham roast. Split the ham roast right down the middle. Nice. Very meaty, but with mangalitza you still got plenty of fat. Taking off the shoulder shanks. Cutting off the front quarters. That is marbling the burn right there, boy. I'm going to split the shoulders in half. That's a big old beautiful butt roast. This part can be a little tricky, but we're just going to cut the ribs off the back and we're not going to split the spine. Take these two big back roasts, cut them in half. And that's literally all there is to the cutting. These things make some fine roasts. We had some over here about a month ago or so. Oh boy, she smoked them. About 203 degrees was the final internal temperature on one of them. And oh boy, it was good. I highly suggest you try it.
We're going to do it again, that's for sure.
Now all we lack with the whole hog now is taking it upstairs, bone dust scraping, packaging. We're going to take the ribs out of these bacons, and then we're going to cook an amazing meal with boneless ribs. All right, what we got here is a bunch of cut up meat. Now, in a situation like this, it is so easy because all you've got to do is take a bone dust scraper. Some people have told me they never saw or heard of such a thing. So easy to use. You can use it on frozen meat after you cut it, on thawed meat, you know, this unfrozen meat. And it just easily scrapes off the bone dust scrapings just like that. If you're interested in one of these, all you got to do is drop down in the descriptions of this video. I've got them listed down there. Cheap. 4 of them for $9.99. Cheap. That is until the price goes up. And then on a situation like this, when you got a hog that got obviously shot in the head, you're going to have some red bloodshot areas on the front. Just take your knife like that and trim that off like that. And you can go from that to that real quick and easy. And that makes great dog food, by the way. And if you've got loose bones, you can trim them out like this. But I see a lot of people and especially the pros, they come in and they take all this bone out. But when you do that, you're taking out a substantial amount of meat that can be eaten off the bone. It's just like nowadays Americans are allergic to bones. But when you cook meat, it is that bone meat that is the best eaten. So we've created a society that's used to eat meat that is not the best, juiciest quality meat, and that's why people fall prey to the delicious, juicy, processed junk. It's full of chemicals and fillers because it feels so good in the mouth. Well, bone meat feels good in the mouth too. We're just going to scrape this bone dust off, and this one is ready to go. So those shoulders there are the most tedious. Once you get these ham roasts like this right here, a couple little scrapes and you got that bad boy. Absolutely done.
There's really no sharp edges to worry about.
Nope, not on these roasts, on these hams.
And those cook up really well too. There's a couple of spots that are a little bit drier, but
You eat them with the fat,
yeah,
that's where it's at.
they're highly edible,
Yep.
especially for us carnivores.
Oh yeah. One year I took these hind legs and I cut them with that saw in steaks, and then I took the steaks and stacked them up in a cast iron Dutch oven, put them on that wood stove. In a couple hours, 3 hours, they were so tender. They were good.
Then you also have the added benefit, if you leave it bone in,
Yeah.
the marrow is exposed at that point and you get marrow cooking into your juices.
Yep, anytime you got marrow in the juice, that's really healthy. Oh, Biller,
I finally finished.
your school?
Yes.
Good job.
It's been a
Good.
It took you years.
Oh my
I wouldn't
goodness.
say years.
What are y'all gonna do now?
You want to the cream?
Why am I
Yeah.
not surprised?
Kids like fruit. If you get a big one, I'll cook it for you.
No. I already have a baby
Yeah?
at home.
Well, you seem kind of young to have your own baby.
Hold it.
Oh. All right, this is the back roast. There is a name for this. I don't know if it's called a spare rib roast or what it is, but there is a name for this style. I want to say spare rib roast, but I may be off.
It could well be. I just label it as a half mango loin.
Yep, that right there is unbelievable. If you know what it's called, drop down in the comments. But it's big and it's delicious.
Yes.
And we got the front shoulder part that's got the same wonderful goodness. It's built differently, but it's good.
Very much so. That one has the added benefit of button up against the copa.
Yeah, that right there is the back end of the copa steak right there.
I think that was my favorite part of the whole loin is the part that backs right up to the copa.
Yep. And this pig was young enough that he only has 3/4 of an inch of fat on his back, and that, or less in some places. So that's nice if you're going to be doing them like this.
Yes.
That
There we
might
go.
be a candidate.
Very
Sure.
much.
You can get online and order these. I don't have them, I don't have anything really vacuum packing related in my descriptions, but if you are doing this kind of stuff with sharp bones, they sell these bone guards you put over it, and it is thick and it keeps the bone from poking through and ruining your seal on your vacuum seal bag, which is very important because when the seal is broken, it'll freezer burn and it won't taste good. All right, basically all we got left are these bacons, and they are bone in with the ribs. So I'm gonna show you how to get rid of that. We're just gonna separate these ribs from this bacon, just like this. Not hard to do. You can run your knife just right along them bones, all the way down. not a bacon video, but I'll be making bacon video for you shortly.
That's beautiful meat.
That is beautiful meat. This right here is the bacon. I'm gonna put it back over here. And this here is the ribs, and I'm going to take this leaf fat off because leaf fat is not what we want to be frying up in today's video. That leaf fat makes great lard. This right here is the ribs, and between each rib is some really nice meat, and I'm just going to take my knife and cut those bones out just like that. And another thing you can do, you can come along these ribs bones and score it like that, and also do it, but I'm just gonna cut them and sever them off like this. And this right here is the boneless rib that we're gonna be frying for lunch, and it is going to be some kind of good. And the bones themselves are gonna go to the dog. You can hear the vacuum sealer in the background. Those big cuts getting sealed in the package, getting ready to go in the freezer. All right, done with that. I got one more to do, and we're gonna get these boneless ribs, and we're gonna start frying them up. You're gonna love it. I got me some water here just in case I burn my tongue, but I gotta see how. Straight out of that hot grease, that's the best. I think we might want to get them out.
Alright, there's a very fire up top.
Okay. There's a couple right here I want to flip.
Okay.
Back over. These got to come out. All right, they are out.
Okay.
All right, it is time to eat. Grace, you want to take a bite? She looks like she's thinking deeply, deep thoughts.
Uh-oh. Are you afraid this might be skunk meat, sis?
Skunk meat? No way. Bella said nobody would eat skunk. Grace said McGee would.
Is it skunk?
No skunk.
Is it skunk? Deer bear?
Care Bear.
What is it? Kangaroo koala?
Kangaroo koala.
Michael, what meat is it? Buffalo?
This is from your pig. I don't know if it's one. It is one that Hunter Lucas shot.
Lucas did the one yesterday. Hunter.
Oh, this is Hunter's. Hunter shot this one. Yay. This piece is really good. Let me see this piece. It looks like it might be more chewy.
Stuff's amazing. need more rib meat.
It's actually very tasty. Wow.
Delicious.
Extremely delicious. Wow.
That's a lot of chicken on it.
Grace says she wants more.
More. Grace wants more.
I want more.
Let me get this here.
Mmm.
I get you a piece without a lot of fat on it. I accidentally gave you a piece of onion. Lucas looks like he's gonna get his all eat up. Hunter and Lucas especially look like they're excited about something. I'm not sure what. Let's go in for a big old onion. Bella, what do you think about my onions? Did I cook them right?
Big looks like onions, period.
If I cooked them wrong, it'd still be good.
There's no wrong way to eat an onion. That really is amazing.
That is good. That is good. I was thinking it might be a little chewier than it is.
So this is what bacon's made out of?
Some big, well, no.
This is be under the bacon, between the bone.
Which pig is this one?
This is one that we butchered last week. This is not the one we did yesterday.
All right, you see the proof is in the pudding. The chewing is going down the hatch. The children are chewing. That's a lot of ch sound for those that are studying their phonics. They don't do phonics anymore. Oh well, I'm an old school guy, still eating boneless ribs. Oh, I guess boneless ribs may not be an old school thing, but I don't know what they did 500 years ago. I know they ate, and I know there was pigs. Maybe they did do boneless ribs. I don't know. But we have some great kids here today, and they are getting ready. They're dirtying up these dishes so they can do them. Ha! Won't make Grace mad at me yet. Oh man. She's got a friend here today that's a great dishwasher too.
No, I'm not.
Oh my. Lucas, what do you think about it? It's pretty wild.
Good.
Yeah. The food is good. If you get a chance, if you have your own pigs and you want to cut off that meat between those rib bones and just fry it up, try it. I think you'll like it, especially with camp dog seasoning. But that's all I've got for you today. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.